Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Behind the Beat, a documentary that documents house music, its life, its origin, its makers, the people that give life to it. My name is Mr. Gabs, and I'll be your host and your presenter for this. It's going to be a crazy journey. Let's start off and kick it off hard. Ladies and gentlemen, house music is a genre that grows and keeps on reinventing itself all the time, every time and all the time. Now, from its origin in Chicago in the early 70s to its inception in South Africa, Pretoria, in the late 90s, house music has become a universal global language across all borders. Now, its origins in Chicago that made it to South Africa include genres such as Afro house, classic house, soulful house, jazzy house, to mention a few. Now, these genres gave birth to other subgenres such as Kwaito, Deep Tech, Bacardi. You know those Bacardi, you know what I'm talking about Bacardi, right? Now in this documentary, ladies and gentlemen, we're going all around talking to DJs, interviewing the guys that give it life, the guys that produce this music, the guys that live house music from a day-to-day perspective.
House music is a feeling. House music is a universal language. House music connects people all together. It's not your hip hop. There is no beef in house music, but there is peace in house music. So my understanding of house music is music that brings people together, music that creates a movement at clubs, at parties, everywhere. House music, it's a way, you know, so it's a feeling.
I met Dafro this other day, really go like get train next to the campus. I did a session, so like I started to release an album, like House Africa. So then I had some of his stuff at the own. So can I leave this other track? I was vocally different though. So I got a remix. And then he did his first remix, but I was not like. Kese sharp like the vocal and the chaba. So then I'm put on Eric would really remix it to like a period of 3 months or track on it, then come fire on and then and he killed it.
I met Dafro around about last year on the 5th of December. We had a gig at Zebediela, I think. Yeah, at the Stylish and Kazela album tour. That's where we met. And we just kicked it off, and because we were all musicians, we just started talking about music. And then this year, about a month ago, we were accompanying him for a photo shoot. Actually a video shoot for his video. And when we got there, we just started talking about how we need to do music together. And I had already wanted to put something out because I'm also starting, and I have music with a few producers, but not with him yet. So I went to record a vocal, and yeah, we made a song. And the thing that made me want to work with him, not only because of his musical capability, but because he's just got a very good ear.
Talking about Dafro's music, it's great. It's amazing. He combines a different genre in his kind of music. We do have techno in his music. We have we have Afro, and we have a deep house in the Dafro's music, and he makes great music. And what is interesting about his music is that a lot of people do dance to his music. I think it's because of his vibey kind of a sound that he do. He uses a lot of should I say aggressive, lot of aggressive sounds, a lot of sounds which one can listen to. At the same time, it's soulful, but then you can also dance to it, and it's a lot of a vibe to the sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Behind the Beat, a documentary that documents house music, its origin, its basics, and everyone behind it. Today with me, I got my man Da Afro, one of SA's most uprising, hottest DJs. And some type of situation. So we're going to be holding it down with Da Afro, knowing more about him and knowing everything about him, as I said initially. So Da Afro, how are you doing, my man?
Fine, man.
I'm good, my man. Tell the country and everyone around there, who's Da Afro?
Well, Dafro is, like, my real name is Prince Magay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a DJ and a house producer. I'm 23 years old.
Okay.
And I'm also a almost LLB graduate from University of Limpopo.
Ah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. That's Da Afro. He's an LLB graduate, house producer. Tell me about this, man. When did your passion for music start?
Well,
man?
it started back there when I was still in grade 2. My
Right.
father taught me how to mix vibe.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
That's
Yeah,
it.
he's a
Sweet stuff.
DJ.
He's a
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
Alright.
Taught me how to mix vinyls. Then
Right.
the lab developed. When I was in class, I would beat drums with my fellow learners.
Yeah, I feel
then
you.
it will be something, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Then when I grew up a little bit, my friend Lezina J taught me how to make my own music, man. When I was 13 years old.
Is it?
Yeah.
How did the House Africa album come about?
Oh, well, Zanzi House, Volume 2, 2015. Well, my friend Ali Duke, a friend to Sifoni, they are both my friends. So they gave me an email address to Vinny Da Vinci. So Kasandela Vinny Da Vinci, that few of my songs.
Okay.
Then Adrata, he sent them back to the House Africa record label.
Right.
Then Tim White, the chairman there, was impressed. To my proposal, so it was a 4-disc bumper pack.
Oh, okay.
So one of disc 2 was mine. Yeah. Yeah.
So besides House Africa, are there any other projects that you're working on currently?
Well, you know, Pelagawa remix for the artist Jibaya.
Okay.
Last year, Kinchiche EP under Chima Music Records is kind of my boss now.
Okay.
Yeah. So the EP is called Venomous.
All right.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yo, what's up? This is Chima Music, Lina Lakaki, Colin Motla. Those are my real names. I'm from Bakersford. There's a place called Dipali, you know, Limpopo. That's where we come from. At Chima Music Records, actually, we specialize in almost all genres of house, but most of the genres that we pay more attention to are like genres like soulful house, deep tech, and also some deep Afro. You know, we gotta keep the flow moving. So now let me focus on deep tech because I noticed that there's just so many lines that are blurry. So the guy Dafro that's on board lately, I brought him on board because he's actually doing the deep tech, which is it's got all those Afro vibes as well. The Afro vibes are there. So the guy is producing the deep tech. With deep tech, I mean the sound that's got, like, it's got the groove. You know, the groove is like it tells you to dance. Unlike soulful house, it's either you dance or you just listen. But then with deep tech, it forces you to dance. You can't listen to deep tech while you're cooking, and you know, it's the music that you wanna listen to at the clubs and just get moving and dance. You know, with deep tech, most elements that are featured there are the elements that are more. There's something called staccato in music. Like with boxing, it's a jab. It's like it's just, you know, I can't explain it really, but even the bass lines are quite rough, and the song is dry. It's not really warm as soulful house. The one that soothes you is the sound that kicks you. So with Dafro, that's what he does, and I like it because sometimes during your set you need that song that you're gonna play, and it's gonna bang the dance floor, like everyone is gonna be dancing, and that's what basically the guy is doing. That's his job. So if I can say, that's his role at Chima Music Records, to bring the deep tech.
All right. So which song would you say is a hit on the EP?
I personally love this other song called V100. But
300.
yeah, but for the purpose of the heat, I think not alive.
Not Alive.
Yeah, it's where it's
Yeah, but
mostly play.
I've heard that song, man. It's a jam.
Really?
It's a jam, brother. What is it?
Yeah. I can say it's a hit.
a hit, yeah?
Yeah, the couple once WhatsApp me and told me already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a fire
Mura,
song.
yeah, Chema Music did that too.
Yeah. How would you describe your music to the people?
I'll say, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I do not really have definition to my music because sometimes I go deep tech, sometimes I just go. It's a hybrid kind of house. I can say that. Yeah, like I mix a lot of elements. Yeah.
The genres I know in house music has to be, the most popular one has to be deep house. Deep house consists of other categories. For me, deep house has to be your soulful kind of vibe, your disco kind of vibe, and then there is Afro house, which involves your tribal kind of house. It involves there is Afro tech kind of house. So there is also other genres like electro, techno, which falls under house music. So that's the list of the genres that I know. My understanding of deep tech house, it's a fusion of two genres all at once. It's your deep sounds mixed with a little bit of techno. So it's different, like you use more of your synthesizers, your ambient sounds that are more techno, hardcore bass lines, and you fuse it all together with a little bit of keys in your deep house, which is soulful. I put it as soulful. So that's like a mixture of your soulful kind of vibe to the techie kind of vibe. So all in all, they create like a deep tech sound. Yeah.
All right, man. Tell us about some of the remixes that you worked on recently.
The remixes, it was Brazo featuring Sizona. Right. Yeah, the girl of the streets. I remixed that. I did a venomous remix to that. Love and Passion by Stylish and Kazela. As I mentioned, Musical Saints, Crazy, Mele, Fenty.
You've been working with a lot.
Yeah.
I feel.
I started hearing the guy's music last year, I think early last year, and then he dropped an album with House Africa. That's when I started paying more attention towards him, and what I loved most about his sound was that it was unique in a way that I've never heard such a sound from any other producer before. So I started getting closer to him, connecting with him. We had not met yet, we started talking. And then eventually I asked him to do a remix for me because I was hearing his music on Metro and all these channels. So he agreed to do a remix of my song. It's called Girl of the Streets, featuring a vocalist from Polokwane called Sizona. So yeah, from there he did the remix, and when I got it I was blown away by his skills and the way he doesn't stick to one type of sound in every song, which is, I think, is a good thing. He's pretty much talented. I keep telling him this, and from there the relationship grew. And then this year when I came back to Polokwane, where he stays, Teflop, we started hooking up, and then we started working more on new music together. And eventually he signed to the record label that I work under, which is Chima Music Records, which is based in Pretoria. And now from here on, I believe that there's more we'll be doing together, because lately we've been touring together. We went to the Durban July together, and the reception he received that side for a new artist, it was wonderful. It shows that people actually do appreciate and love the type of music that he does, and the confidence he has in the type of music he does. So yeah, from here on, I hope we'll be doing much more, many more songs together, beautiful music. I believe, it's about time.
So who inspires you, man, in the industry?
The couple, I must say, the jazz, and others are from Metro, Progressive House, Deadmo 5, I love him.
All right.
Who else? And in South Africa, I go with the couple, one way.
One way, né? Every day. All right, tell me, man, and who would you see yourself working with in the near future?
I just,
On a collaboration, who would you like to?
Oh, my dream is to work with AJS at some point. Though I'm not a qualified audio engineer, but I love the guy. He's my god.
AJS, man.
Yeah. Got the tag, man. Got take house, yeah.
Man, I would like to see myself, working with, Figile Mbalula, a lot of producers like remixing music from abroad. Is it something that you would do, and if so, why?
I think for international gigs, it's a healthy thing. Yeah, it's something I can do. I'm doing it wrong. I gotta get really partial because Love and Passion remix is very long. You're starting DJ, but this guy, Aquarius, is from Germany. It's something.
So are you planning on going to abroad very soon? Is it in the pipeline? Is there any plans to go to Germany?
In a way, wish.
No?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. So besides DJing, producing, what else do you do?
Yeah, as I was saying, I've just finished my LLB degree.
Holla, brother. Power to the people.
Yeah, so I think I'll build my real career from the law field.
Law field, yeah? No, sweet stuff. All right, man. There's a lot of people out there that aspire to be producers and to be DJs. What would be your word or your word of encouragement? What would you tell them out there if they want to be where you are right now? I mean, you've achieved so much in such a short space of time. To anyone out there that feels they'd love to be where you are, what would be your advice to them?
Okay, I'm not
You're very humble. I mean, but
I'm not the big serious. Gab, stop it already.
But you're there, my man, eh?
No. What I'll tell them.
Just won an award. Someone award.
Yeah, then Lono work hard, I can say. Yes, work hard, make connections in inbox. I think they are at the stage still you'll send a well-known producer your music and he'll ignore that. But lastly, Lona, I'll encourage them baska level and music only one.
Will back up on your hand.
Yeah, I was just school for music. Like when you get this in because when you going to school, whether it's degree, diploma, certificate, study that, have that qualification, or allow the music, over weekend, Arabic, career Asia. Then I think we go to just a equivalent.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jay Afro. Ladies and gentlemen, our first episode of Behind the Beat. You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's a passion-driven, talented young man that's going places and who hails from the beautiful province of Limpopo. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our first episode. See you again, same time, same place. Keep it locked down. It's what we do. It's what it is. It's Behind the Beat all the time, every day.